Hello, and welcome back to my channel. You're watching Videzra's Fashion and Creations, and I'm Danita, the Chief Designer here. Welcome to my channel, and if you're new, please come on in. I'm happy to have you here. So by the title, you know what we're about to talk about. Maybe you've heard about Vinted, maybe you've not. If you've not heard about Vinted, I'm here to tell you all about it, and it's worth the while. So stay tuned.
Tell me, can you handle a girl like me? I am a handful, got a real big dream.
We're here to talk about Vinted, and Vinted is a website you can go on and pretty much resell your lightly worn clothes. And I say lightly worn, but not everybody's doing that, but we're gonna get into all the nitty-gritty. But before we get started, let me address a couple things. First, being my hair color. Yes, I did change my hair color. I think I will accept the notion that I'm one who really likes to change my hair. People have said that and I'm like, I don't think so, but I definitely think I do love changing my hair when it's not crochet braids or straightened or curly or blown out and now color. I'm doing too much sometimes, but it's part of having fun. It's part of expressing yourself, and as a fashion girl, why not also do hair? So that's the first thing. The second thing is, if you hear anything in the background, I sincerely apologize. I will do my best to kind of blur it out, but if you do hear, it's my washing machine. I'm actually doing laundry, but I was sitting on the couch. I wasn't planning to do a video this week, and then I was just like, I need to be consistent though, and I need to find something to talk about. But what do I want to talk about? And then I remember I am now a Vinted seller, and people want to know about this Vinted selling. When I first decided to do Vinted, I actually heard about it in passing. It advertises quite regularly on YouTube. By the way, this is not a sponsored post. So I saw it come up. I remember when I was visiting in Jamaica, or back home with my family, my sister, she recommended that I do some sort of reselling, wanted to get into something like that. And at that time I tried to do Depop, but it wasn't as user friendly. And I've also tried Etsy in the past, but there is a fee for you to go on Etsy and do reselling. And because it's such a risky business, especially at that time, I was planning on selling just my crochet pieces. I was just like, I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting a return on my investment. And at the time, I was not in a position to do any investment at all when it comes to that. I also tried eBay, and the first time I went on there, they tried to scam me. Yes. And same thing happened with Facebook Marketplace. So for a while, I was just like, maybe this reselling and these platforms are just not for me. We're gonna have to find another way. But a couple weeks ago, someone reached out to me on TikTok and is like, you really should be selling your own clothes, because I do my TikTok fashion outfits of the day and so on and so forth. And I'm like, you know what? Let me try Vinted. I went on Vinted and it was the easiest process ever. I went online, I signed up, I created a profile, and right away they were like, go ahead and list your first item. I have a mannequin because I do the crochet pieces. I usually have a mannequin where I display my items to take picture and post them online. So I already had a mannequin, so it was really easy for me to display pieces. This piece is actually for sale, by the way. It's listed on the site. So if you want to shop my closet, I'll also put the link in the description so you can shop my closet as well. So I went ahead and I looked into my closet for stuff that, you know what, I have not been wearing this, or I have never worn this, or, pieces that I know that I'm not in love with, or I've, outgrown. And I'll show you some of the pieces that I've actually listed so you can get an idea of the quality of pieces that I'm putting on and kind of like how I price it, right? So I listed my first couple pieces and I was just like, well, that's it. And within a couple of hours, I got messages. Well, I will say they also tried to scam me, but it was very obvious because somebody messaged me in an email saying, I like your pieces. Here's a link to the payment. And I was like, this is not right. But anyways, on the official website, what happens is once somebody likes your item, they can either favorite it, right, or put a heart and it'll become one of their favorites. And from then you can make an offer to them if you want to discount the price, or you can have a conversation with them like, hey, I see you like this outfit or this piece. Do you want more information? So there's that. Or they can literally message you and be like, you know, how does this fit? Do you have more pictures of it, etc., etc.? Or they can make you an offer and say, I see you're selling this for $10. I have 8. Can you sell it for 8? And you can accept, or you can counter offer, or just decline altogether. So within the first couple of hours, I got 3 orders, I believe. I think I told you, I don't remember right now. It's always good to do things in the time. But I remember I got 3 orders and I'm like, whoa, this is way too easy. As soon as you get an order, the message comes through the portal and it tells you that you have a piece sold. Then they will ask you how you want to ship it. You can choose the option to have the courier service pick it up from your home, or you can drop it off the next courier service. Now, it doesn't cost you anything to sign up to be a seller on Vinted, and it also doesn't cost you anything to ship to the client, right? So I usually opt to drop it off from the post office. So I select that. It gives me a digital link and I have that in an email. So when I go to the post office, I can just show them that digital link and they will ship my stuff off, right? But before we even go to the post office, I have to package my pieces. And I've taken so much pride in packaging my pieces. I remember a couple of videos ago, I bought some stuff for my Videsra's pieces when I was getting orders. And I'm gonna show you. I had purchased tissue paper. I had purchased some thank you stickers, and I also have some thank you cards, which I'll just put a picture there. And I had a few of these Ziploc bags, but I wanted these packaging bags as well, so I ordered these off Amazon. So once I get an order, I wrap them up nicely in a tissue paper and I stick them together to hold it in place with my sticker. And then I write a sweet little note, right? And I would say, you're gonna look fab in this, or you have excellent taste, you know, just some examples. I won't tell you all the secrets, right? But I write a nice little handwritten sweet note for my buyer. Packaging up, I usually have Ziploc bags as well, and then I put them in the packaging bag. Or if it's a shoe, I can use a shoe box. If it's too big, I can get a larger parcel. But whatever I do, I make sure the presentation is key. I fold them up nicely. All of my pieces have already been laundered. Some of them have been ironed as well, so they go off in great condition. Once you go to the post office, you send that off. It's on its way to the buyer. Once the buyer gets it, you get a message that your package has been delivered. We're just waiting for confirmation from your buyer to say everything is okay, and after that, your money will be deposited in your account. Once the buyer says thumbs up, everything was good, you will see the balance in your account. Once you see the balance in your account, you can either let it stay there and then you can use that to buy stuff, which I have tried not to do. Or you can actually set it up with your bank account so that way you can withdraw the money. So far, I've been withdrawing them, you know, every time I get to maybe $20 or so, I withdraw it, or, you know, on different stuff. I just decide when I'm going to do it. I have tried to purchase from Vinted as well. Unfortunately, the order that I purchased did not work out for me, so I had to return the item, but that was also a good lesson. I actually had one order as well that unfortunately the buyer was not pleased. She just expected something different, and so she requested to refund the item. In both cases, my return and the other buyer's return from me, you are offered whether or not you want the buyer to keep your item at a discounted rate, or if you want them to send it back to you and you give them back a full refund. In both cases, that's what we opted for. That process was pretty seamless. You pack it up, you send it off to the post office, the original seller gets the item, and you are refunded, or you have to refund the person. As a matter of fact, until the buyer says it's okay, you don't get the money anyway. So if you have to do a return, you just never see the money, but you have your goods. So That's a mouthful, but all in that to say that it's been so seamless. Now for me, I have been getting sales consistently. I would say at least 2 purchases per week, but sometimes more. And the more I'm on it, I guess the more it feels like it's slower to me. I feel like when I went on, it was kind of boom, boom, boom. Every day I have a package, but now it's more like, here and there, but it's still pretty steady and it's still pretty seamless. But now I have a bunch of stuff one side of my home. Right now it's in the closet. Sometimes it's in my bedroom of stuff that I have listed. Now let's go through the pieces that I've listed. I try to list pieces that I know are in very good condition. These are not pieces that I would throw away because I'm not going to do that to anybody. I wouldn't want anybody to do that to me. So for instance, and I'll put probably a side picture if I have it, but like this is a sweater dress that I got from Express. I actually do love it, but I think I've only worn it once and it just didn't do well for me. I don't like the color on me. I don't like the fit. Initially when I got it, I thought it would look really nice with a shirt, blouse underneath it, and maybe some leggings and boots, but it never really translated that well for me. It's in impeccable condition, but of course it was worn once. So I've listed this, and I won't just discuss prices right now, but they are reasonably priced because I'm not trying to get an arm and leg out of them, right? I definitely am not selling it for $0. Of course I want to get a little something out of it, but I'm definitely not selling it for what I paid for it, unless it was brand new, because I do have one dress that I listed and I'll show you that one. I have this guest dress that I purchased in Macy's about a year ago, and I still haven't worn it, and I just think it's because I have not found the occasion for it, but it's an absolutely stunning dress, and I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I think I'm selling it for maybe just $5 less than what I paid for it. I think it's an excellent dress. It's brand new with tags. So I think for this one, I don't really want to compromise, especially because I still don't mind holding onto it. If it's something that I really want to get rid of, I can sell it for really reasonable, but otherwise I'm okay with keeping it, right? The other piece that I have was this little blazer. I've worn it a couple of times. I actually thrifted this, so it's a thrift on thrift, right? And it's really lovely, really great condition, fits amazing. And yeah, this is what I am listing on my site. I also have the Minnie Mouse pants. I did decide to part ways with them because I replaced them with a newer pants that I got, and so I've listed these. It's kind of sad to see them go, but nobody has expressed any interest in these yet, so we'll see how it goes. And what I'm kind of working through is, okay, now these pieces are set aside. What if they don't sell? Then what? And I feel like at that point, I may take them into Plato's Closet and see if they will offer me anything there. And then if not, then I can probably donate them. Of course, if there's not anything else, like for instance, these are my handmade crochet pieces. Of course, I'm not selling these to Plato's Closet, or maybe I should see if they would offer me anything, but I doubt they would. But so I'm not going to donate these. Like, I still love these. These are my handmade pieces, so I feel an attachment to them. So I've listed them. No interest in these. I have sold a couple of my pieces on Vinted, but this one I still have listed. It's a skirt suit. I have this pink. I actually decided that this can actually wear as a top, right? Real cute, as well as a skirt. So anybody buys this, it's kind of multi-purpose. So I have this listed. You saw me make this one, I believe, or I must have had a fashion show with it, but it's a little vest. I also have this listed. Then there are these pants I had also tried on in my pants collection. This is the H&M size 2 pants. in really good condition. It's just really like a basic pants. It's a straight leg. It just doesn't flatter me anymore, so that's why I'm letting go of it. Then I have this bikini top. I didn't make the bottoms to them yet, but I just have the bikini top. I listed these just in case anybody wants to wear it underneath like a sheer top or something like that. See, I have a lot of pieces and they're really piling up, so now I'm at the point where I don't feel like I'm going to list anything else, or I might have to go through my listings and see what I can remove. I actually think I removed 2 pieces last night. Don't remember which pieces they were, but I decided, you know what, let me remove that from the list. I think they were jewelry. I decided, you know what, I will keep my jewelry. It doesn't seem like anybody's interested, so I'll just keep my jewelry. Then there is this long sleeve shirt I also listed. I've had this little skirt, and I think I've listed this for very cheap as well, but this is a nice A-line skirt, hugs the body well, but because I know that this doesn't flatter me anymore, I decided I don't want to part ways with that. These were the pants that I ended up clearing out that I decided to list, like this H&M. It's a size 2 plaid kind of ankle length pants. These mango ones have gotten hits as well. A few people have favorited them, but nobody has made the purchase. I offered it at a lesser price to someone who's favorited it, but they didn't accept that price yet, so we'll see how that goes. And then these are full of shoes. I don't know if you remember the saga with this gold sandals. I used to want these sandals so bad, and I kept watching them go on sale in Macy's until they were finally the price that I wanted to pay for them, which was about $28. And now that I have them, now I've decided that I don't really want to wear sandals anymore, so I actually listed these. I am not going to compromise on this price, because if I don't get somebody to buy it at the price that I'm willing to go for it, which I think is like $20, which is like a fraction of what I bought it for, I think I will probably keep them. Who knows, I might change my mind, because they are adorable sandals, right? And they're in great shape. Then there's these brown flats as well that I've listed. I actually got these brand new shoes, and I was thinking about giving it to my mom, but she does not like them, so I'm listing them as well. These are like a size 10. Most of my shoes are like 7.5 or 8, so I have those listed. So if you, the link again will be in the description, so you can check out my closet or my listings, and if you're interested, feel free to make me an offer, right? So I can get these stuff out of the way. I still am going through my challenge. While we're here, we might as well talk about it. Up to here is everything that I've worn so far, and I still have all of these to go through. I'm still sticking to the challenge. One thing I'm finding, again, like I said last time, is that the tops versus the bottoms that I have left don't particularly go together, but I can make them go together. So I've been doing that, and I've been enjoying creating really beautiful outfits, which I'll probably just do a side view here of my weekend outfits. Last week I think I had a really good week in outfits, so I'm still doing the challenge. I was thinking that, you know, maybe I should borrow like a few tops just to go through this, but I feel like if I start borrowing from that, then we're just not going to go through these things, and I feel like we should just go through them. I think we should go through them until we really have exhausted everything, and then we can say, you know what, maybe we need to wrap up this challenge. And then whatever is left, I really need to sift through and see if these are pieces that I really want to keep, right? Because, for example, I'm looking at this top, and I know that I love this top, but I feel I can only wear it in the holiday time, right? And I don't think I wore it last holiday, and I'm wondering if I really wanted to hold on to it until December coming, right? So I feel like this might be on the chopping block, but I'm not sure. There is this leather dress as well, which I'm thinking that I really liked how I did this once with like a button-down shirt, and I wore it as a top kind of vest situation. But then just to hang it up, I put this blazer over it, and I was just like, wait, that actually looks good. Like, it's a perfect color match, right? I could do something with this, but both of these can literally go on sale. So I'm just trying to go through my closet to see, you know, what I'm feeling for. It's kind of addictive, to be honest. So once I start selling stuff, I'm like, oh, what else can I sell? But I don't want to get too caught up in selling, and then I don't have anything left for myself, which is, but you know, I don't want to just be doing that. It's just a healthy way for me to purge my closet and to earn a little bit more. I hope that this video was helpful. Maybe you want to be a seller, maybe you just want to go on Vinted. Can I tell you, there are some really nice pieces on Vinted. Some are new with tags and they're selling them really affordable. So I think it is worth checking out. There's not only clothes there as well, there are accessories. So a lot of people are selling bags. I don't have a lot of bags. I don't have any bags that I would purge to sell on Vinted, to be honest. I've thought about it a million times and I'm like, there's just none of my bags because I don't have that many, and the few that I have that I probably would sell, I don't feel like they would be worth selling, right? So people sell accessories, electronics. I have a hair dryer that I'm not using anymore that I was thinking of selling, but I'm like, maybe my son can use it. So I have to be thoughtful in terms of what I really want to let go and then try not to purge too much. But it's been really exciting doing it, and I just hope that this will shed some light. Maybe Vinted would sponsor me. You never know. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, stay blessed, guys.